Hey YouTube, Mike here. Hope you all had a very safe and productive week and a very Merry Christmas and a happy holiday. Alrighty, I want to show you something which I'm hiding behind. I don't know if you see the box, which my wife got me for Christmas. I've been hemming and hawing about this for a while. I've never seen one. Actually, I've never used one. I've never had anybody on a job site have one. I've basically only seen them on social media. I got a couple of friends on social media that have it. One guy's a contractor. He uses it extensively. And I was like, I don't know. But looking more and more into it, I said, you know what? This is what I want for Christmas. So what she got me was the Bora Centipede. Now, I asked for the 4x8 one. They make a massive line of products. This product comes in 4x8, 30 inches tall, and they also make a 36. They make a 2x8, a 4x6, a 2x4 in both heights, and then they make tons of other options. And the beauty about this thing, and again, you've seen them online, you've seen them on the different social media sites. The beauty about this thing is that you basically have a workbench. It holds 6,000 pounds. Now, am I going to put 6,000 pounds on it? I don't think so. It does have to be used and operated in its full open capacity, no matter which one you have. For today, I'm just going to open it up a little bit because, as you know, I'm not going to fit it in here. More so so that I can put it out in the driveway when I get a 4x8 sheet or 4x8 sheets of whatever, and then you put your styrofoam on top of it, put your wood on top of it, and just go your merry way. It's really nice. Now, I've only played with it. I have not even set it up outside. It says it takes 15 seconds. So here's the box, and I do have a cardboard inside of it. You get, well, it's upside down, but let me just show you. So it's the model, I think it's the 15S. Let me find that model. I know I've seen it. It's the CK15S. So it's the system that comes with, of course, the unit, the carry bag, which I'll go into that in a second. And then it comes with a little bag of accessories. You get 4 It ain't going back in its bag, I'll tell you that. You get 4 of these hold-down clamps. They're not, I played with them, they're not the greatest, but they would work. So it's the ones that basically they go through the dog hole, and when you pop down on them, they lock. When you pop back, they come out. It relies on this rubber piece to go through these revolving holes in here, which we'll get into in a second. You get 4 of these, and then you get 4 of these cross clamps or cross pieces that will accept a 2x4 if you're going to run 2x4s on the table. And they kind of lock together somehow. They're locked together like that. But we'll go through it. So that's what you get as the whole. This is a kit. All right. So let's see. Okay. So as you can see, it's not that bad to open. But again, it's an uneven floor. I got the rubber mats. So here's your setup of it. These things revolve all around, all of them. The hold downs fit right through them. They make risers. They make these round cups that have rubber on them. You can place them all around and product won't move. You can cut product, once this is open, you can cut product between, so like if you're cutting something and it's stable between this, you can cut a piece of plywood without having the styrofoam or 2x4s. Then the actual 2x4 holders go through, and as you can see, you have multiple angles. You can even get these unscrew. There's a plastic nut in here. You can unscrew this and replace this. They sell extra pieces. They even make a wood top that folds. They have a bag. You can open it up, put it on, and bolts through this. Now you got a wood top with dogs in it, with dog holes in it. So pretty cool. So the 2x4, so say you wanted to run 2 2x4s down, the length 8 foot. So this is just a scrap piece of 2x4. See, it fits right in, and you could have like say 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3 down the middle. So you have 3 2x4s. Now you have a 2x4 surface. It's higher than the actual plastic. So if you're going to do just your little score cut when you go through your plywood or whatever you're cutting, you know, you won't be hitting this. But then again, it's consumable. It's replaceable. And then they're 3/4. So if you see in here in the 20 millimeter, they're not fitting in the 20 millimeter. And then your hold downs again go through that. Now let's just say this is a 4x8 sheet of styrofoam. These are the small pieces that I just keep here. So there's my styrofoam. There's my piece of wood. Now it's if you buy the rubber caps or the circles with the rubber on it, you place them. But styrofoam, if it was a big piece, I mean, I could move it, but it takes just a little bit of effort to move it. So a 4x8 sheet most likely will be very stable, but I am going to order some of the rubber caps or the rubber circles and place them. I don't think I'm going to need the risers. The Worktop, I'm probably going to buy the 2x4 one, because this thing would work perfectly on one of my job sites. We have the DeWalt folding table, which is that one I have back there, which is like 2x4. But I think this would work perfectly because we always have a lot of plywood on job sites, and we could just set it up and then put our fittings on it so that, you know, you're not bending over to pick them up. So I think I'm going to buy the 2x4, and we're going to bring that to larger jobs. So say we're going to cut, we still have our little track here from last week, and now we're on here, boom, we can make our cuts. We can make our cuts long ways, however, and then everything is stable. I love using the styrofoam. I used to keep one up here in the ceiling, but I ended up taking it to my shop, and when I need it, I get my plywood, I stop at the shop, I get my styrofoam, and I bring it back, and I do my cuts out there in the driveway. So I mean, I'm excited to use it. I do have a project coming up at my daughter and son-in-law's house. I'm going to be building him a big, like, built-in wall piece, not a built-in, a wall piece with a fireplace and a mantle with shiplap, and then they'll paint it. It's going to be a 2-day project, like a Saturday or Sunday. I will do a video on it for the full build, 2x4 wall and then shiplap, and he's picking up an electric fireplace. He has natural gas, but to try to get gas over to where it is, it's in the living room, and it's kind of like it's a middle wall of the house, and it would cause like a bit of undue damage to get a gas line in there. So he's picking up an electric fireplace, 110 volt, multicolor, really nice. He sent me a link. I told him it's a good one, so he's gonna pick it up, and then I figured we'll just go there one weekend, my wife, my son, and I, sleep over and spend the Saturday and the Sunday, and then they'll paint it, and I'll come back and we'll throw the fireplace in. So I'll be using this on that project too. So yeah, I'm really excited to grab some plywood and try it out there. Again, I love those DeWalt sawhorses. I think they're the best sawhorses on the market. You know, setting up, you know, whatever, maybe takes a minute to set it up. This says 15 seconds, but I got 4x8. You know, a thing 4x8. So, and then to fold it, you know, it just seems really easy to fold. To fold it up, and you got to get these things like in like these little circles. I don't know if you could see. Yeah, you could see it. So you kind of got to get them like inside each other, like so, and it's kind of like a puzzle. Now the bag, I tried to get this in this bag, and I tried it on the floor, and I'm gonna try it again. I really don't want to waste, you know, 30 minutes trying to do this on video, but the bag seems good. Nice, you know, nylon bag. The zipper seems good. It's a two-sided zipper. It's got just two handles. The handles do have the Velcro that will connect to each other, so you can put it over your shoulder. I'm going to try it, and I'll let you know on next week's video how it is. It probably weighs about 8 pounds, 10 pounds, you know, when it's said and done. And then this we'll see. But yeah, I am, like I said, I am very excited to play with this and see what how it really works. All right. So, and then again, I'll have a link in the, oh, it was I think it was like $220, and this is the biggest one. They run like $90 up to like $225, say, for the piece. Okay. Yeah, she got me some trench lights for my Tacoma. They go on the A-pillar on the hood. It comes as a full kit, both amber and white OLED. It's a 4-inch, 1 square. I just didn't realize that you need the hood mount, so I'm waiting on the hood mount to come in, and then I'm going to put them on the truck. But this, all right. I know you probably were looking at it and saying, "Ooh, what the heck is that when you buy a first aid kit?" All right, this here is another product that I also found on social media. Now, I started kind of like a thing on TikTok where I post videos. I'm under the tankless guy, and I post videos on tanklesses, and you know, I just, you know, I follow a lot of plumbers, and I follow them all over the world. And as you know, I love German tools, and I do have a lot of European plumbers and HVAC guys, because they also do gas work and tankless heaters and water heaters and stuff like that. And you could tell when someone, and a lot of guys don't talk. And on TikTok, like if you're on TikTok and you're familiar, there's a lot of movie clips, and they never say what the movie is. Some movies you know what they are. Some movies you could search and search and search. It's some cool sci-fi alien invasion movie, and you can't. No one says what the hell the movie is. So a lot of guys don't talk, and they're, you know, plumbers, or like I said, HVAC guys similar to what I do. Well, one video guy that I heavily follow, he's replacing a hose bib, outside hose bib. And it's got like this thing called the drop your elbow. It's got 3 ears on it that you mark, drill in to whatever. It could be brick, block, stucco, wood. You put 4 screws in, you make up your hose bib, Bob's your uncle. So he's replacing one, and all of a sudden he slides this kit over. And I'm like, what the hell is this? I know it's a Sortimo, like the boxes, the L boxes and stuff that I showed 2 or 3 videos ago. I'm like, wow, what is this thing? And he opens it up after he drills his holes. And what does he pull out is an anchor kit. Hang on, let me turn this camera a little bit. Now, as you know, like I said, I love German tools. All right, it's called Fischer Probably maybe says, maybe it's maybe they say it differently in Germany. And it's anchors. And they're like really, really good anchors. Now, I saw this video probably 6-8 months ago. And of course, liking it, you see other things and other contractors using them in a similar box. So I ended up ordering this thing, or I searched it, Amazon sells it. It was like $189. And it comes with their, now, this is it all in German, but I kind of figured out, you get 6mm and 6mm long. So I think it's 6 by 60 and 6 by 40 millimeters. Or, hold on, I think it's 35 and 55, sorry. 35 and 55. Then you get 8mm long and short. And then you get, what is that, 10mm. Just, well, not short, it's called medium. Now, basically what this does is that when you make the screw, well, let me show you with the actual, when you make this screw up, it actually pulls this red back and mushrooms the front where the other anchors, and we buy the, what is it, Greenlee, the electrical, yeah, I think it's green, they're yellow. We buy the Greenlee anchors because we find them to be the best, or Molly's, whatever you want to call them. We find them to be the best. But when you make those up, it kind of mushrooms the whole thing. And of course, like if you go with the ones like you can buy at Home Depot, the plastic is really cheap. This is a polymer. I don't know what material it is, but it is a lot stiffer and it feels stronger. But this red piece pulls back and mushrooms. Now, the kit comes with everything except the screws. No screws are in here. You basically can use your own screws. Now, they sell, all their screws they do sell are Phillips. They do have some that are hex. So like I get to use the ones that are 5/16 and then they have a Phillips in the middle. And then you can use a 5/16 nut driver on your drill. The drill's in a lot nicer and neater. The reason that there's screws in the 6mm is I wanted to test them out. So instead of bringing the whole box to the job site, I bought a box like this of 50, and they were $13, and that's about the same price as the ones that you could buy, the Greenlee, that's what Greenlee ones, for $13. And I bought a box and got delivered, and my wife hands me the bag. She's like, what's in this, jing-a-jing? Well, they must have stepped on it, broke the box, and I had 50 of screws and 50 anchors in the bottom of the plastic bag. So I just threw them in here. We do have a job coming up on Tuesday that we have to do probably about 20 anchors on a gas pipe on a very large home that we're doing. And we're going to try these. So, again, I have not used them, but knowing the German products and seeing them actually install them on social media, I think it's a great product. And the Germans just don't make a bad product. And they've been around for a long time. And they partnered with Sortimo and made this L-box that is bright red. You know, when my other ones are black or were they gray. But they operate the same way. They lock in together. They'll go into a rack system. It's got your handle here and your top handle, and I had turned it upside down and nothing moves. The foam piece at the top holds this down really. Now, they will shift to the back, but they will not shift side to side in there. And you get, God, how many? You get, there's no way. Okay, they don't tell you how many you get. There's got to be 100, 150, 200 at least. They don't say how many quantity. 6 by 30, 6 by, all right, so here we are. 6x30, and they're called DuoPower. That's the English. And Kurz is the short one, and Lang is the long one, which was the chief under me, his last name. So it's a 6x30, a 6x50, an 8x40, and an 8x65, and a 10x50 millimeter. That's the sizes. But then I ordered, because I love these things, and I use a ton of them. Let me see how this opens. I really don't want to make a mess here. There we go. Oh, I already made a mess. And again, these do not come with screws. Come on, don't go shooting all over the garage floor. We're gonna have to tape that box. Should have looked at the picture first. These are the drywall anchors. You know, they self-drill into drywall and you put a screw in. They hold 75 pounds, you get 50 in a box. They were about $9.99. I love using these to hang my controllers, my thermostats and stuff in the drywall. So they're a heck of a lot nicer. It's got a nice, where it's a starting piece. Once you tap it in and then you screw it in, Phillips into it, screws into it. It's got a bigger flute on it. And again, it's got that red piece that pulls in to sandwich it in between the front and back piece of the drywall. So again, I'm gonna put this somewhere and I have to tape this box. So let's leave that right there and not fill it all over the place. So that's that. I'll let you know how these are next week on the video. I'll let you know how they work. Like I said, we'll be using them on Tuesday. So, all right, YouTube. All right, I'd like to wish you all a very, very happy, healthy, and safe New Year. Again, thank you for all of the thank you everybody for the Merry Christmas and the Happy Holiday comments and the emails. And again, thank you for all the subscribes, the likes, the comments, the questions, the emails. I greatly appreciate it, and the family does too. Alrighty, again, Happy New Year, happy, safe, healthy New Year. And again, my email will be in the description below. I'll have the model numbers and pricing for these pieces in the also the description below. And next week I'll let you know how many choice words I had while I was trying to get this in the bag. Alrighty, you all be safe out there, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye now.